Hey, this is Rachel Friedman, and you are listening to The Wellness Boss. To really compete in the wellness industry, you have to have a fully integrated business. That's why each week I will be answering your questions, sharing my stories, giving you tips and advice on how to create a business you love and that makes money. Let's get started. Hey, this is Rachel Friedman, and you are listening to the Wellness Boss Podcast, episode number 40, Listening Hard. Oh my God, I can't believe we are at episode 40. How fun is that? When this episode comes out, I believe it will be Valentine's week, which is so timely because today's episode is short but sweet, kind of like me, I hope, that you guys believe that, and very appropriate as the breakdown in many relationships happens because we aren't truly listening to each other. And I believe it also is often what breaks down in our businesses because we aren't often truly listening to ourselves. Or in our coaching business, if you have a coaching business or you're a healer, you aren't actually truly listening to your client. And please, from the bottom of my heart, I know that's not your intention, but in order to be a masterful coach, you have to truly listen hard. So we're going to talk in today's episode about what that actually means and how to do it. What I'm going to teach you today, I teach all the coaches who come through my program. As, like I said, it's an essential part of being a truly effective coach, a masterful coach. It is what can truly make or break your career as a coach. And honestly, I would say it also can make or break any relationship in your life. So let's just dive right in. There are 4 parts when it comes to listening. There is 1, what the person is saying. Number 2, what they are thinking. Part 3, what you are hearing. And part 4, what you are thinking. Okay, so let's review that again. There's what the person is saying, the words they say, what they are thinking when they say those words. And then the third part is what you actually hear and what you actually think. Unfortunately, most of the time when we are listening to another person, we are just hearing words and then we interpret them from our own thinking and not taking the time to understand what they are thinking. And as they say these words, we aren't taking the time to truly understand what they are saying. I find much of the time when we are listening, we are so focused on what we're going to say back, how we should respond, that we aren't even fully listening at all, and we definitely aren't listening hard. Now, I think for the most part, most of us have good intentions, but most of us just haven't been taught how to truly listen. I know this was true for me, and honestly, it's what has caused so many unnecessary arguments, frustrations, and broken relationships in my life. Maybe you can relate. Now, let's be real. We're going to fall at times, right? We're going to not be listening hard because it's just not our natural default wiring, at least not for most of us, from what I've come to see. And also, listening hard is a skill. Okay, so it's going to take practice. And just like any other skill, you need to be patient with yourself, gentle. And let's be real, you're going to forget, you're going to fuck it up, and you're going to be messy before you get really good at it. But if you are a coach, a healer, it is extremely important that you master this skill. It can truly be the difference between whether or not your clients get the results they want. And I know that that's what you want for your clients, right? You didn't just go into this business to make a buck. And if you did, I want to shake you up for a moment because that is not sustainable. You have to have a deeper why than just to make money. And I really, truly believe that. And you have to want to make a difference in people's lives. You want to have to really have something that's bigger than just money, because money comes and goes, right? And hopefully money will always be flowing to you. But what I want you to know, you will burn out if you're not really connected to something more than that. All right. So this skill, like I said, is so, so important. And I really, really want to help you today begin to master it. So how do we listen hard? You have to hear the words the person is saying and then get out of your own brain, your own thinking, and get into their brain. And the best way to do this is to ask questions to make sure you fully understand what this person is saying and that you understand what they're making it mean. Then you must reiterate back to them to make sure that you've got it right. So this requires you to put your own beliefs to the side and to be neutral. And in order to do this, you have to know what your own beliefs are. And you have to be very aware of them. This is why I can't stress enough to always be doing your own work on yourself. And the best way I know how to do that is through self-coaching. It's self-coaching yourself all the time. It's staying in awareness about what's going on in your own head. So you can stay on top of yourself and you can catch yourself, right? When you're falling into the pool with your client or with your friend even, right? Or your partner. But really, I'm talking to you coaches right now. When we practice listening hard, you're going to stay curious. And I really want to suggest, as I always do, practice this skill on yourself first. Ask yourself questions. When your brain wants to tell you this is just how it is, don't buy it. Because the majority of the time, it's not a fact. It's a story you tell yourself, just like your clients are telling themselves a story. To listen hard, you must hear what the person is saying and fully understand what they are thinking, what they are making the words mean. The meaning is what matters. Let me give you an example here. So, for example, a client might come to you saying that my boss has all these expectations for me all the time, and he drops work on me and then expects me to have that work done in an hour. And the work is going to take way longer than an hour. And he comes to me in kind of a grouchy, snappy mood. And what happens is every time he comes to me, I start to think that my job is on the line and I start to panic and freak out and I can't focus at all. Now, what's happening is this client isn't actually listening hard to what their boss has to say, meaning they're hearing words and then they're making it mean something about themselves. And then they're going down this rabbit hole of worst case scenario. This is very, very common, guys. But if they slow down and they just take a moment to listen hard to what their boss is, the boss is saying words. And if they have some compassion for a moment and they step aside, what they could maybe actually understand and what they could actually hear is that the boss is under a lot of pressure from people above. And their boss doesn't mean to be coming across in a snappy, short way. And the boss is not saying anything that your job is on the line, but that he just wants and needs this work that's been just told to him. Now, when you have that understanding and that compassion and you stay out of that drama in your own head, right? When you get out of the place of, oh my God, my job's on the line, and you start panicking and then you can't focus at all, what you can do is focus, stay present with your work and get it done. Okay. But it starts by listening, not just to what you hear, but understanding really what's going on for this other person. So what I want you to take from this is when you understand, you can truly hear what the person is saying. You will truly be listening to listen, not just to answer. Because remember, as a coach, as a healer, even as a human being, we don't even know what's going on for another person until we fully understand. Also, we don't even know what's right or wrong for another person. So if you're a coach or a healer, it's not your job to necessarily tell the person what to do, but it's actually your job to help the person, empower them to find the answers from within. That is truly how we better serve people. And when we leave our own agendas to the side and help them come up with their own solution, it's so much more powerful for them. And it is the way they make change that is sustainable and that sticks. Okay, like I promised, today's episode, short and sweet. Start practicing listening hard. Notice how it shifts your life, and if you're a coach or healer in your coaching business, whether that's on yourself or on others. And if you want to take this work deeper and truly be an incredible coach for your people, the doors for the April cohort of the Live Your Dharma Coaching Certification are open for early bird enrollment. When you enroll early, you get access to the first 3 modules and $500 off. And right now I'm also offering a bonus one-on-one strategy session. Whew, that's a mouthful, with me to the first 5 people. This group, my friends, is not for everyone. It is for coaches and healers who are serious about the work, who want to be the best of the best in the industry, because that's what it takes, my friends, to really have a thriving coaching business that makes money. It's for coaches who are ready to uplevel their skills and to be change makers, who know their clients deserve the very best and realize that when you uplevel your skills, your business will flourish. It will become a referral magnet, that your skills are the backbone of your business and the most essential part of your business. And it is what will make it thrive and make a shit ton of money. I can guarantee you. It's a small container, guys. I keep it small on purpose. I want everyone to get the support they need. So what you can expect, if you're curious, because I've had people asking me questions, is that we have weekly calls where you get coaching on things coming up with your clients, where I help you understand there is no such thing as a bad client, believe it or not, where you get to bring all the questions of things coming up and things that you're struggling with in your sessions. It's also a place where you get to bring all of the coaching that you need, your clients need, to make you the best coach for your people. In addition, we do practice coaching, so you get feedback so you can up-level your skills. And it is a really loving, supportive community where everyone is there for the best of everyone. So if this sounds like a program for you, if you're ready to be a fucking amazing coach, the amazing coach you already are, and really fully embody it and step into it and have a business that you love, full of dream clients, then this is the time to apply. And I'm going to recommend that you go to my bit.ly link, LYDCC. And once you fill out the application, you can schedule a call with me and we'll make sure it's a good fit. All right, I'll put that in the show notes so you know where to go if this is you. Next week, I have an incredible guest. Oh my God, I'm so freaking excited, guys, to share this one with you, so you won't want to miss it. All right, have a seriously amazing week. Till then, namaste, friends. Ready to create a soul-aligned business that makes an impact and leaves you feeling nourished, both emotionally and financially. Done feeling burnt out and overextended, trying to juggle that 9-to-5 job, a family, a side hustle, which is really what you are meant to be doing, but just haven't figured out yet how to make it happen so you can maintain your current lifestyle? I get it. I was exactly in your shoes not that long ago, teaching 20 yoga classes a week, juggling being a single mom, and making enough money to support our lifestyle. It wasn't easy. Then I discovered the work I had been doing with my students in yoga teacher training had another name. It's called coaching. It was applying yoga tools, modalities, philosophies, and principles off the mat. I began to offer this to my students, and they loved it. And I was able to make the amount of money to support my family. Over the last 2 decades, I have been helping people transform their lives through therapy, yoga, and coaching. I'm so excited to have coupled all my knowledge into one place so others can pass it on. so more people can benefit from these amazing tools. It all happens inside the Live Your Dharma Coaching Certification. You will learn how to teach yoga off the mat, not the postures, people. Help people transform their lives, and guess what? Yours too. And you will also build the foundation for a 6-figure business. Because let's be real, you do need to make money to live in this world. The doors are open. I take 10 people. So save your spot. Go to https://bit.ly/LYDCC. And if you didn't get that, don't worry, it's in the show notes. See you next week for another amazing episode.